to rule all. You know?
Absolutely. There is nothing better than being on top looking down. And right now, the city of Philadelphia is where they've deserved to be for years and years and years.
Come here, Mike Tolan. Mike Tolan, come. This guy is a filmmaker. He did radio. He did Summer Catch. What else?
1980 World Series film. You don't have to mention anything else.
He did the 1980 World Series film, and he is a Philadelphian living in L.A. He came back. What are your thoughts now?
My family's at home. My kids are all brainwashed. They're Philly fans 3,000 miles away. I lost my dad 2 years ago. He came to all these games with me, so this is for him, and I can't imagine being any happier.
You know what I'm thinking, Michael? How many other Philadelphians, young and old, are thinking about loved ones that are not here, or those who are, might not be here much longer? How special this is.
It's all about passing it on in generations and moments to remember. This moment never ends, right, guys? We have this for the rest of our lives.
Forever.
Can't take it away from us.
It's always there. And what sticks in your mind about this team when you look back at the enduring moments of this season? What are they?
It's not always the best team that wins. Sometimes it's just a team's time. There's so many games that we couldn't win. When Kelly Johnson drops that pop-up, right, and then Shane saves the game with the play, right?
Yep.
I mean, Pat Burrell's game winner, walk-off against Brian Wilson. Ryan's homer against Gonzalez, on and on and on.
Hang on, we got Charlie Manuel at the podium live. Charlie.
Fans, and I was watching our players, and I knew it was over. And I said, you know what? We just won the World Series. We were champions. I kind of laughed. Kind of took it all in. And I liked every minute of it. Actually, it's bigger than I actually felt like it was. I've been to the World Series before as a coach and things. This is way ahead of that. But also, believe me, the things that go on here, it kind of gets hectic, and you definitely can lose focus. And if you're not careful, you got to keep things in perspective, and because a lot goes on here. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of people, and really to win is hard. To win a World Series probably is even harder. It means everything to me. It means you see people. In baseball, for instance, you'll see people, and if they got a ring on, everybody always wants to see the ring. But not only that, the symbol is that you're a winner. Once you win a World Series, you became a winner. Dallas Green is a good example of that. And if you go ask him, the biggest thing he ever did in baseball, he would say, when people calls me a winner, why? Because that he's got a ring where he managed and won a world championship. I think that's, in baseball, that's kind of, when someone asks me what I want to be known as, I want to be known as a winner. I mean, that kind of tells the whole story.
And all the way in the back.
Charlie, fair or not, you've been criticized here in Philly. Do you feel like you've proven some people wrong and critics wrong? And second of all, what did it feel like to be on that podium and hear those fans chanting your name, Charlie?
I can handle that podium. I'm old enough and I'm experienced enough. And you know what? When somebody until you win something. Like a lot of times, you're going to be criticized, especially when you're losing, or when you don't get off to a good start and you're losing and you come in new and everything. You're going to have there's going to be criticism, and like I said before, sometimes you don't want to take. It's hard to take some personal criticism, but at the same time, that's part of being mentally tough, and also it's part of being a professional. And those are the things that you have to handle in this job.
And over here in the front.
Paul, with that trophy there in front of you, has it sunk in yet your place now in World Series history and baseball history when you talk about some of the great pitchers that you may have watched over the years in the World Series and where you may rate with that crowd now?
I don't. It hasn't. It truly hasn't. I know. As I go into this off season and each week creeps closer and closer to a new fresh season, I might think about it more. I know people look at me differently, expect probably more out of me, but I truly know that, all the hard work that I go out and I do, to come away with a World Series ring is more important to me than an MVP, because truly, I'm one of 25 guys on the team. I'm one guy out of 9 that is on that field right then and there. And, without them, I would be nothing, because you can't win by yourself. And so it's, I think, winning the World Series is far more greater accomplishment than anything I ever can do. And like you said, I feel like a winner now.
Okay, and on the left. John.
Charlie, you guys, when you count the last 2.5 weeks of the regular season and the postseason, you won 25 of your last 30 games in the hardest part of the year to win games. Why was that? Why were you able to run off that kind of streak at this time of year when it's so tough to win a ball game?
I think the other day when you heard me, someone asked me my philosophy, and I said excellence over success. And I think that's what happens. You get in a role and you start winning games, and everything's going good for you. And really, like from a manager standpoint, you might believe it or not. In these, I look at this, well, like we got to win 4 out of 7, or we got to win 3 out of 5 on the first round, and things like that. And I just kind of take it day by day, try to win the game. And then all of a sudden, you look up and you 25-5 or whatever, and like whatever you just said, and that's kind of like the groove you get into, and you know you're winning, so like therefore you don't have to keep up with it. And that's the part where when you play good and you master the game.
We're joined by Phillies hitting instructor, member of the '93 team, Milt Thompson, and what a joy for you this must be to watch these guys that you've mentored and coached come home with this, and you as well.
I'm so happy for these guys. I mean, it's a tremendous group here. They never give up. When we had that series against Milwaukee when we were behind 4 and we swept them, and these guys are just incredible. They just find a way to get it done.
Mitch, your thoughts on your former teammate?
Milty, how nice is this to walk off this field and be able to look in the faces of all these guys as a former player, and you're a coach. I know, just standing back from the media side of it now, I'm so proud to just see these guys walk off like this.
Oh, this is tremendous, and to do it at home, man, it's outstanding. Our fans deserve it, and it's just incredible. I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm loving it.
Buddy, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thanks, Milt. Appreciate it. Milt Thompson, Ryan Madsen stepping in, and what a season and postseason for you and the fans. Tell us about your reaction to the fans. Look, that's Frankfurt and Cottman in the Northeast. That's what you and your teammates have done for this city.
I've got to know a lot of people here in Philly over the 5 years, and I know this is all they want. They supported me all throughout, good and the bad, but all in all, they wanted a championship. I'm just glad to give it to them.
I remember when you came here, you were wet behind the ears. You came in, you were smiling, you were yes sir and no sir. Now you're part of this community. You're a veteran on this team, and the satisfaction must be immense.
Yeah, a lot of hard work over the last 5 years, and we were close last year. We knew we had a big advantage coming in this year in spring training. We felt good. We felt like we could go a lot further and even win it. So it just feels good, all the hard work to get it done.
I got to ask you one baseball question. It's not a good one. What happened on the home run?
I've never faced him before, and not that I can remember any in spring training, but I would say, here's a heater. I mean, he jumped all over it, tailed back over the middle, but hey, I didn't want to walk anybody. I just want to go out there and get outs, get as many outs as I could.
Right, let me just tell you this from a former player's perspective. What you did this year is no small feat. You worked your way into an 8th inning guy, and the 8th inning, believe me when I tell you, is every bit as hard, if not harder, than the 9th. You did a great job. They ain't here without you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was fun watching.
When you look at it, how did you prepare yourself? Because Charlie didn't tell you just a minute or two before the game. He said it this afternoon at the news conference. When did you know?
You know what? Rich Doobie asked me if he has a whole table. Who wants to know if you want to go in? And I said, just ring the phone. It's gonna be the same difference anyway. Just ring the phone. Don't tell me.
But you knew.
Back to my starting days, and those weren't very good. So I wanted to ring the phone. I'll be ready. That's it. So it was left up to the last minute, and that's the way I wanted it. So
yeah, well, go celebrate. Thanks so much, Ryan. Congratulations. That is Ryan Madsen. And moments ago in the clubhouse, John Borick with second baseman Chase Utley.
Chase Utley, you had the home run, that one game one. To be able to see this transpire the way that it did after the rain delay, I guess it's a lot easier to soak in, and a lot of that you can forget about.
Yeah, and the rain delay was difficult. It was extremely difficult mentally, physically. It's something you're not used to, but it wasn't going to let this group of guys down. We got an extremely focused group of guys, and it showed. We had an awesome season. A lot of credit has to go to the coaching staff and the front office putting these guys together. It was a very, very exciting year.
When you got that the final out at the end of the 9th inning, what sort of feelings overcame your emotions at that time?
We get a day off tomorrow. No, everything we worked for this year, it came true. It's a dream come true. But there's a lot of hard work that went into it, a lot of time at this field, a lot of preparation. Just a lot of mental time. So I'm proud of everybody.
And I'm sure you've heard the fans in this city and how much a championship would mean with everything that they've endured over the past 25 years.
Yeah, they've had a tough 25 years. Hopefully, this makes up for it.
Chase Utley, the Phillies second baseman in the Phillies clubhouse, and there was the fans outside City Hall on Broad Street in Philadelphia, which, by the way, on Friday, the parade will begin at noon, and it will originate at 20th and Market. Let's go now to Michael Barkham with Ryan Howard. Michael.
All right, Neil, thank you. With Ryan Howard and his son Darian, noontime's the parade. What do you think you'll wear?
I don't know.
How about a trophy?
Yeah, that'll work. Definitely. We'll definitely take that trophy. I mean, it's a great feeling right now.
Yeah, 3 home run shots for you, cracking the ball out of the park. You had an amazing World Series, and I'm wondering how special this moment is in your life.
Man, it's the greatest feeling. I mean, this is why you put the uniform on, and this is why you play the game. All the hard hours, all the long work that you put in, and this is why you do it.
When you saw the video on that screen there, and you saw what the reaction is from the fans of this city, you were overwhelmed.
Oh man, definitely. I mean, it's just craziness out there right now, and I mean, the city deserves it. They've waited so long, and been patient, and it's just great for us to be able to bring it home to them.
You don't have to tell me, but I know, I'm sure in the clubhouse, you and your teammates have probably expressed how tough these fans can be. But this past month or so, you saw the love, and it was unbridled, and all aimed at you guys.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. The fans were outstanding. We couldn't have done it without them. And the support they showed us here playing in these games, you couldn't have asked for a better crowd. They were the best crowd of the entire postseason.
Mitch, your take on this whole...
I listened all year long, and I'm one of the guys that said, I don't care how you make outs. When you drive in 146 runs, I was kind of rooting for you to strike out like 250 times because those numbers will never be touched. It's got to be gratifying to go through and listen to all the criticism and know what you did ended up in this. Oh, most definitely. You know what? And I would do it again in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I would do it again in a heartbeat because they can't take it away. We're champions, regardless of how you look at it. We did it.
Real quick, Darian, what do you think of what's going on here?
I don't know.
They don't know? Pretty special, huh?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Your dad
you.
did it, huh?
Yes.
Darian Howard, Dad Ryan Howard. Neil, we'll send it back to you. Phillies, the champs.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. And ironically, Michael just showed the hat because there Ricky Bo's now demonstrating the hat right now. And you've had the jersey, you've had the shirt on all night, and there's the official World Series champion shirt. So you can get these right now in Neshaminy, Exton, Clifton Heights, Montgomery, Common Avenue, Snyder, Newark, Delaware, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. The Models are open right now. You can get all this paraphernalia right now, the shirts, the hats, everything that they're going to have celebrating the Phillies World Championship. And all Philadelphia metro area Models stores will open as well at 5 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. Phillies World Series champion locker room hats and T-shirts available immediately. So again, Ricky Bo, show them what you got, man. Show everybody. There it is. Ricky Bo going to stand up and everything. Look at that. You're looking good. What a model you are. So again, Neshaminy, Exton, Clifton Heights, Montgomery, Common Avenue, Snyder Avenue, Newark, Delaware, and Mount Laurel, New Jersey, all open right now. And Michael Barkham had that same hat on the field that Ricky Bo is now demonstrating right now. So you want to know about the parade, and I mentioned it just a moment ago. The Mayor Nutter did release information just a few minutes ago, and here is the official information regarding the parade. The team and the city, they're going to celebrate this victory on Friday by hosting a parade that will originate at noon at 20th and Market and travel south down Broad Street, ending at the sports complex. Fans attending the parade are encouraged to take public transportation due to the expected large crowds and limited parking. And this is the parade route as you see it, and then it will end at Citizens Bank Park. And I don't know how long it's going to take. It will start at noon, and then how long it will take to get down there. Ricky Bo, are you a parade expert? How long do you think?
All I know is I'm supposed to be at Citizens Bank Park. dark. So probably about 3 o'clock we'll be down there. No, I don't know. I don't know how long that's
So
going to
again, to all the fans, and we're at Broad and Passyunk right now, and also John Borick is in the clubhouse, and he's with Brad Lidge. Let's check in with John Borick.
All right, Brad, take me through that final out, that final pitch. What was going through your mind? What did you see? What did you hear?
Well, I mean, the final pitch, basically, we were going to go with the slider. I mean, I've been going with it all year, and if he fouls it off, we'll go to the next pitch. And my mind was very focused on that pitch right then and there, and I threw it. I think started as a strike and went down, and I saw his bat swing over the top of it, and I mean, at first I couldn't believe it, and then I think the gravity of what happened just hit me, and it was just an amazing feeling.
It's an image that will be replayed and replayed for God knows how many years in this city.
Well, I'm so happy we won this thing here. I'm so happy we won in front of these fans and did what we did here because these fans deserve it. I've been sensing it all year long. You can really feel it after a while, after you've been here for a while, and I'm so happy we did it for them.
This is turning out to be quite a year for you. Your wife is expecting your child. You signed a contract during the season, so you'll be a Philly after this season, and then to win a world champion on top of it. I guess you were the difference. You come to Philadelphia, and just like that, these guys are world champs.
Well, if I was a difference, it's only because everybody behind me allowed me to be. I mean, the guys in the bullpen were incredible this year, and obviously the catchers were as well, and this team was ready for this. I mean, I'm happy that I could help them do whatever I could do because this team was ready to win a World Series.
And you were due for something like this. I know past memories that haven't treated you well, but you come into this season, you're perfect throughout the year, perfect throughout the postseason. I mean, you and yourself, I don't think you could have envisioned from April to the end of October a better season.
No, I never would have dreamed of it. I mean, the only thing I was thinking this year is, hey, I'm with the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'm going to do everything I can to help this team win games. And I really... I never pay attention to the past because that's for other people to do. I mean, I'm always looking forward, and if I'm not looking forward, then I'm very much in the moment like I've been all year when I'm on the mound. And that's what it's been about this year is just doing everything I can and helping us get here. And now we're world champions, and no one can take that away.
Brad Lidge, congratulations.
John Borick in the clubhouse with Brad Lidge, 48 for 48, Ricky Bo. What an amazing run. And by the way, we're going to send it back to Michael Barkane and Mitch Williams. Michael, tell Mitch that Mark in Fairless Hills says, I am so glad Mitch has been able to enjoy this. And he said, all is forgiven for Mitch Williams.
Nice lid, Mitch.
Not bad. It's a beautiful thing. I'm really happy for the city.
In fact, there's a sign.
What it is?
Yeah.
The sign up here says "Good night, Joe Carter." Thank you.
Which is beautiful. And there are many signs like that. And I'll tell you what, this is for you and all your former teammates, and everybody who's played for this organization. Mitch Williams, Kyle Kendrick, right here, and for you, man, what a season it's been. It's been a story of trials and tribulations, and now it ends up in triumph.
Yes, I mean, you can't script any better than this. It's been a great season for our team. A little up and down for myself, but I'm just excited for the team, and this is what you play for, and it's just great to be a part of it. And I personally can't get ready. I'm excited for next year myself.
Absolutely. Well, the thing about it, when you look back on it, Kyle, you did have your trials at the end of the year, but if you look at what you've done, you won 11 games for this ball club. You take those 11 wins away, they're not here. So everybody on this team contributed. It's nice to see you here enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying it. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
No, it's like I said, it's just great to be part of, and now any way I can help us, get here is great with me. So hopefully next year I can pitch in this.
Give us your thoughts, and that might happen. Give us your thoughts about the pitching staff on this team, and in particular, as it came down to tonight, Ryan coming out, and JC, and Brad Lidge, and Chad Durbin.
I felt good about coming in tonight because, I knew we're going to hand it off to our bullpen, and our bullpen was great all year. So I was very confident in, the guys, the 4 starters that we had in the playoffs. Cole, we can't ask for, any more than he did, and, Brett pitched well, and Jamie and Joe. So, I'm just happy for those guys, and, I can't explain it. It's a good feeling right now.
Finally, what was it like in the dugout? Because we were biting our nails in those last couple of outs, because in baseball, anything can happen, especially with a 1-run lead. How are you and your teammates in there?
I was standing with Cole and Jamie, and we were, Jamie said his heart's racing. With
That's not a good thing for a 45-year-old.
That's what I said. We won, so that's how you want to end it. But it was nerve-wracking a little bit. But we had all the faith in Brad, and it was just a good ending.
Kyle, thanks a lot. Congratulations. As Mitch said, wouldn't have been here without those 11 wins. Kyle Kendrick and Neil will send it back to you. You want to put your hat on again, Neil?
Nice lid, Mitch. Nice lid.
This lid is bad. Mitch, we love the lid. Ricky Bo loves the lid, Mitch. Thank you very much, Michael and Mitch. And obviously, we'll be seeing them all night. Leslie Goodell, John Boric as well in the clubhouse. And joining us now on the phone, he told us he wouldn't be able to be here today because he is the governor of the state of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Governor Ed Rendell now joining us. Governor, your emotions, your feeling. First of all, where are you?
Well, we're somewhere between Indiana County and Harrisburg. We've been on a bus since yesterday morning campaigning for a certain presidential candidate who will remain nameless. But we watched, I gave a speech in Indiana, Pennsylvania, mostly to the student body at Indiana University at about 8:30, and then we watched the last 2.5 innings at what stands for a sports bar in Indiana County. It wasn't very much. They stopped serving food. They wouldn't serve us anything but water. But we watched the game for the last 2.5 innings, and what a great 3.5 innings of baseball. I mean, think about what was packed into those 3.5 innings. The fans who came tonight didn't get cheated. They saw great action and great play. And what I thought was so great about it is that this was a team victory like this team has performed all year. Think of the key players in this game. Jeff Jenkins, who really didn't get a chance to do all he wanted to do for the team, certainly not in postseason. Pat Burrell, who was having a miserable World Series. Pedro Feliz, not one of our stars. They won us the game, and then the best bullpen in baseball won us the game. So it was just a great, great team victory for a great team supported by a wonderful group of fans. I mean, the fan support was just amazing.
You know what, Governor Ricky Patalico? Hey, I was at the game tonight for the first 2 innings before I had to come back over here. That place was going absolutely ballistic before the game even started.
No question.
And they did not sit down. And I will tell you right now, I don't know if you're seeing pictures of the city right now, but you can't drive on Broad Street. I'll tell you that. Probably not for a few days.
Well, it's not from what you're describing, it's not so bad that I'm out of town. But let me tell you, Ricky, I'm happy that you're on the show. Wanted to ask you a question, and I don't know if this occurred to many of our fans. And I think Madden's a good manager. He may have been a little over aggressive in the 7th inning, but I'm not sure that was his call. But if I were the Tampa Bay manager, I would have started tonight with my best pitcher, who's Shields. And I would have said to Shields, you're my best guy. You've got 4 days of rest. Go out there and shut the Phillies out for 4 innings. And I think when he didn't do that, he set the table for our victory. Because their bullpen could never match our bullpen.
Well, I got to somewhat agree with you, Governor, because number one, our bullpen is probably, I think they're the best in the league right now. And the Tampa Bay Rays were on there is no tomorrow situation, and you can't save anybody to pitch the next day for Tampa Bay. So I somewhat agree with you. I think it would not have been such a bad idea to pitch Shields. He is their best pitcher, and he would have given their best chance to win tonight.
Governor, let me just chime in here for a moment because we're seeing video of the fans on the street, and we have seen some things getting a little unruly here. Why don't you make your plea as the governor of this state to say something to the fans to maybe hopefully they'll calm down a little bit?
Well, thanks for that opportunity. Look, we want the nation's newspapers tomorrow to carry stories about this great team that won a great World Series victory. Nobody ever thought the Phillies could win the World Series at the beginning of the year. We don't want them carrying stories about riots and fires in the streets. There's no reason to destroy property. There's no reason to hurt people. Let's make the story this great Philadelphia Phillies win, not disruptive behavior by the fans. And if you're a Philly fan, you want that story from coast to coast to be Phillies win the World Series, not city of Philadelphia riots after Phillies victory.
Governor, thank you so much for joining us on the phone.
Thanks,
we appreciate
guys.
it. And
Great
the Phillies
night,
are
great
world
night,
champs.
great night.
All right, Governor Ed Rendell joining us. Back to the field we go. Michael Barkamp, Mitch Williams with J.C. Romero. Michael.
All right, Neil, we got JC and J Roll.
Jump in here.
They're having a good time. Little party. Let me see what you got. Okay. Tell us about this. Get right in here, J Roll. JC, J Roll. Tell us about this moment and how special it is for you, especially when you look at some of the pictures that we've been showing of the fans on the streets of Philadelphia.
Are they going crazy?
They're going.
They gotta be going crazy, man. If they
crazy.
wouldn't, I'd be out there slapping all of them.
I bet you will.
Oh man, this is great. This is great. It's been 25 years since, they got to line up and hang out down Broad Street and wear the crown. This city gets to wear the crown. We've seen it for so many years, end up in New York and then in Boston, and always just seem to die as this city. But no longer do we have to be looked down upon. Everybody get to look up at the little man.
Yeah, you talked about if you want to change the way Philadelphia and the Phillies are portrayed, the only way to go is via a championship.
Exactly. You have to win. People only listen to winners. That's the way this world is, and we understand that. And, we took that responsibility head on. And, it was a tough season. I had a tough season personally. But, the guys stood behind me, and they understood what was going on. Things happen. And even when you're trying to do things right, sometimes they just go wrong. We talk about the New York incident. I was in the car with JC, and the night before, I ended up getting caught up in traffic. I'm like, Jay, I'm starting to feel real good about myself. The hand's starting to come back. My timing's coming back. And he was like, that's good. He gave me a ride home in a limo. And he was going to ride with me to the field the next day. And, it just so happened that I got caught up in traffic. Charlie did the right thing. He put the team before anybody first. And, I always said, it's all about a team effort. And sometimes things happen. But Charlie kept the team, on the right path. And this is what happens when good things happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Mitch.
Who built this house?
We built this house,
right.
baby. We built this house, baby.
How many wins did you say you'd have this year?
I said 100.
I think that makes 103.
103, bring on the ring. Hey, hold on. Let me see.
Yep. Nice. That was pretty good. I think you ought to uncork that now.
Michael. Yes. He's going home to Puerto Rico. The first Puerto Rican pitcher to ever win 2 games in a World Series.
Are you serious?
He ain't going to be able to get off the plane.
And he's going with the hat, which is the bottom line. You like the hat?
I don't know about that, but I'm feeling very fresh right now. So, hey, but I haven't been here that long, but
it don't matter.
With a humble heart, I really dedicate this win to the city of Philadelphia. They deserve it. I'm very happy of being part of this. And right now, all I got to say is this. We did it.
You did do it. But you know what? You came over from Boston. We didn't know exactly what you were going to be about. How good was that for you at that point in your career to come here?
It was very good, but I'll tell you something. I believe in life that what doesn't kill you, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. You know what I mean? And, this is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. Forget about me being in Boston last season. I'm here with the Philadelphia Phillies. We won it. Look at this crowd now, man.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm happy that I'm part of this.
We're happy you did too. Thanks, JC.
No problem.
Congratulations.
The start on the mound, J-Roll. Congratulations. Other end of the ballpark right now to Les Goodell. Les.
Michael B., thank you. I'm with the guy who got it all started tonight. Talk about getting that double, landing on second, the fist pump, the emotion, everything that went into it.
Well, it was an exciting moment. Obviously, you just want to pitch in and do your part, and for me to get that, get the call there, get a big leadoff double, get us going, felt good.
What was it like to be out here? What were the fans like, and have you ever felt anything like that?
No, never. I mean, you can think about at home, winning a World Series, what it's like to storm that field, but especially to be able to share with these guys here in the city and the fans. We didn't want to come back from Tampa. We want to get it done here, be able to share with these guys, and that's obviously what we did tonight.
So many ups and downs in this clubhouse throughout the playoffs. You guys kept getting knocked down and getting right back up. What was the key to everything for you guys?
I think you just hit it on the nose. I think every time we got knocked down, we got back up. We got a big hit. We did a bunt. We got somebody over. We just did something good. Guys made pitches. And good teams just seem to find a way to get it done in the clutch situations. And it just seemed like it was somebody different every time this postseason.
Talk about the confidence Charlie had in you, because you hadn't been lighting it up at the plate. He said, Jeff, you're my guy to get it started. Take us through that first at-bat.
Yeah, no, I found out about 10 minutes before the game. Just said, hey, you're hitting. Just get a ball down. Try to get something good to hit and drive it. And, you're just trying to slow yourself down. It's such an exciting situation to be able to go out there and do something good for your team. And for me to come through in that at-bat just felt great.
And let's go back to what I started with Charlie. His confidence in you. What did that mean to you?
Well, it felt great. We knew, ball four was in. We knew it was going to be one of the lefties. I think every one of us was preparing to hit. But, we didn't do anything different. We got ready in the cage like we normally do, like you would for a pinch hitting situation. And, haven't had that many at-bats in the whole month after getting injured early in the month. But just to be able to come through that situation for the team, I won't forget it. It's the biggest hit of my career.
What was it like to run around here and do a lap with the fans? And what did you see on their faces?
Well, that's a special part. I mean, obviously, you know what it means to the guys and the coaching staff and the front office, all that. But when you hear them right now, you know what it means to all these people finally get a championship. It's been a long time coming, and we're glad to be able to give it to them.
You're going to go down down Broad Street on Friday, and you guys are going to have the entire city lining this street. Can you even imagine what that's going to feel like?
You know what? I'm just trying to enjoy this moment right now. I know that's going to be ridiculous, but I'm just trying to enjoy right now for right now.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, Jeff. All right, let's send it back over to Michael Barkan, who's got Brett Myers.
All right, Les, thank you very much. Brett Myers is here. Dan DiMuzio is here, one of the groundskeeper. What do we want to talk about? We want to talk about this World Championship season for you and your teammates.
Oh, it's cold. I like it. It feels good.
And really,
I didn't hear a dang word you just said.
I just said, talk to us about the championship season and really the way this team came together, the way these fans have responded to the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, I'll tell you what, for me personally, without them standing behind me and being behind me and all my trials and tribulations this year, and my teammates standing behind me and the organization standing behind me to be able to, kick me in the rear and get me going. I mean, that's I felt like that this team could give this city something special, and we did. And I mean, we've said it, and we're a good team, but a determined team beats a good team, and the Devil Rays are definitely a good team, but we were determined.